Good morning to all THERIVA Biologics investors. If you're interested in this stock, I'll tell you a little bit about it. I was in the hospital and I bought the stock because I understood that they were in the process of coming up with a cure for C. diff. Held the stock for a while, stock dropped, company had a stockholders meeting, went to the stockholders meeting, and it just seemed like a very suspicious crowd. I didn't know at the time that they were in the process of actually buying a company called VCN from Spain. Well, they've acquired that company, and apparently this company has a pharmaceutical approach for potentially helping with the treatment of pancreatic cancer. And that's why we're here today. So TOVX, let's call it that. It's a lot easier than THERIVA Biologics, horrible name. Just got orphan drug status for the treatment of pancreatic cancer. Now, pancreatic cancer per year in the United States, there's generally about 100,000 people diagnosed yearly, approximately. Usually around 50,000 people will die from pancreatic cancer after they've been diagnosed yearly. That is why this drug has gotten orphan status, because in the United States, when less than 200,000 people per year get sick from a product, from cancer, pancreatic cancer in this case, or a disease, then the drug is considered an orphan drug. So it's not a minor thing, it's a major thing. Pancreatic cancer is devastating. Many famous people have gotten pancreatic cancer. I've mentioned earlier that my father-in-law, James Mulligan, ex-father-in-law, got pancreatic cancer. It usually takes you within 12 to 24 months. It's a horrible disease. Now, how did synthetic biologics, THERIVA Biologics, get into this? Well, they were studying the biome, and they had several patents on the biome, meaning your stomach area, and that's where pancreatic cancer starts. Usually, it's hard to detect because it's behind most of your organs, and it starts with your liver and stomach. So there is a sign of sort of a correlation between why synthetic biologic turned into THERIVA Biologics bought VCN to treat pancreatic cancer. Oncolytics in this particular case regarding pancreatic cancer is pretty much a similar area. So what's happening today? Yesterday, THERIVA Biologics, or TOVX, got this orphan drug status. Immediately I got calls from people who watch me on YouTube and said, hey, why is this stock going up? We couldn't immediately find the news, but then by the end of the day we realized that this orphan drug status, it's not a minor thing. This is exactly what any drug would get if it's treating pancreatic cancer. So this is the drug that should be administered to pancreatic cancer victims. It's a big deal. Do you remember Patrick Swayze? Sandy Dennis? So many other actors. I think Pavarotti, the singer. All these people had pancreatic cancer and they're gone. These are people that were loved. Now you just think about Patrick Swayze, Dirty Dancing, how he had an effect on society. And then think about pancreatic cancer, and think about how he was taken. Now this is a big day for anybody who has family that suffered from pancreatic cancer. Now we have to hope that this will work, this treatment will work, even if it only adds 2 or 3 or 1 year to a person's life. Days, moments are so important to families when pancreatic cancer hits someone. So this is a very big deal. Now let's talk about the stock. TOVX did a reverse split about a year ago. There's only 15 million shares outstanding right now. That's afloat. Now, if you buy this stock, and I hope even if you buy only one share, you'll hold this stock, because the common shareholders must keep control over the voting rights of this company. If you do, we are going to create a major short squeeze because the shares will not be available. Now, what's going to happen with the stock? This stock, I believe, will shoot up quite a bit. And then the same people that own the stock are going to start shorting the stock because there's an unscrupulous hedge fund that controls this stock. But they don't actually control it. The retailers actually control it. But they're after your stock. So what they're going to do from now forward is the price will rise because there'll be a demand, because people will get very excited that this is a pancreatic drug, and then they're going to short it and move it down. You have to have conviction and hold this. If you know anybody that's had pancreatic cancer, anybody out there, tell them to buy this stock and hold it. This stock will be worth quite a bit of money if this works. Now here's the other thing. This treatment is also good for the head and neck cancer. This treatment has a variety of different areas that it can treat, which makes it more valuable. A big day for people that know people that suffer from pancreatic cancer. Ask around, see if you know anyone. You probably do. Yes, less than 200,000 people get this disease yearly, and that's why orphan drug status is what was just achieved and given by the FDA. It's a big deal. It's going to be an expensive treatment most likely, but if you're an investor, it's great. And if you're a family member of someone that lost their life, it's a great day. It's a great achievement for medicine for this to come true. I'm going to cover each person that died of pancreatic cancer that I know. I'm going to tell you something about Jim Mulligan. Jim Mulligan didn't really know his father. His father walked out on him. And he was just a gentle man. He had 3 kids. Loved the heck out of him. What more can you want from a guy? Tried his best, lost his life, left his family behind. It's unfair. But now there's some hope with this drug by THERIVA Biologics. I'm not crazy about the management of the company, but let's see if they can do something good. This is Mark from newsweed.com. I wish you all the best. My price target, realistically, this stock should be $20 or $30. Easily, maybe more, if this actually works. Let's hope for the best. Not so much for the price, but for the treatment and the people that suffer. Thanks. Have a great day. Mark from newsweed.com.